Now, steep roll-ins and chutes can be amazing fun on your e-bike, but sometimes you can make a mistake. But today, we're going to be taking you through all those common mistakes and make sure it doesn't happen to you. Now, a mistake that's definitely going to be costly out there when it comes to riding a chute is not checking the chute out itself. You need to check the run in, obviously the chute itself, and the exit as well. Have a look at what material it's made from. Like this one here, it's made of gravel, so I know grip. It's definitely going to be at a minimum. I'm going to be sliding down this literally on marble, so I'm going to have to modulate both brakes. Definitely take care of the front brakes. You don't want that thing washing out, but sit it on the back brake, maybe skid a little carve, so it's going to slow the bike down as well. Just think about the technique you're going to apply to what you're riding. Also, it's vitally important to check out the run out and clear it of obstacles as well, because if there's things like rocks or roots in the way, it's going to grab your concentration, probably going to cause a big loss of control. Once you've committed to the chute, a really easy mistake to make is to brake in the wrong places. When you get to these chutes, a lot of the material actually slides down from about halfway to the bottom of the hill. So just make sure you enter the chute nice and slowly, get that braking done early, because the last thing you want to be doing is coming into all this loose stuff with a lot of extra speed. Now, something that definitely can be costly is not marking your line. You need to skid your front wheel to make sure you've actually got your line locked in, you've taken a look over the edge at this chute you're going to ride, and actually think about how you're going to tackle it. The thing is, if you don't make this mark, it's quite blind, so you don't actually know where you're going to go. It means you could drop into the chute, be totally offline, and hitting things that you didn't even know were there. So don't forget to make your mark. So as tempting as it might be to ride some of the bigger chutes like what we can see here today, you really need to start small and work up in bite-sized chunks. Try and find something like the one we've got in front of us. Think about things like getting your seat down out the way, brake modulation, look at the grip levels. Just start small, work your way up to the big ones. Now, a mistake that's definitely going to be pretty costly is entering the chute with too little or too much speed. If you're coming into this with a lot of speed, you're literally going to be flying off it, your tyres are barely going to be in contact, and you're going to be all over the place. But if you come in too slow, it means you're going to crawl in, and your balance is going to be all off balance as well. Sometimes if you drop in way too slow, your bars actually jack and could cause you to flip over the bars down to the bottom of the chute. Definitely something you don't want to be doing. Now, a big mistake I see a lot of riders doing when they come to ride a chute is getting their weight position wrong. If you've got your weight right over the front of the bike when you attempt to drop into the chute, it means all your weight's going to go forward. It's also going to be compressing the fork, and it means all that weight is on the front wheel. As soon as you hit the bottom of the compression as well, it means you could just get fired straight over the handlebars. Vice versa, if you've got your weight too far back, again, you've got your weight all over the back wheel. No purchase on the front tyre. When you go to apply the front brake, it's just going to skid. So just make sure your weight is definitely in the middle of the bike, slightly rearward bias, and using both the brakes and making sure both of those tyres have got maximum purchase to slow you down. Now, the biggest mistake you can make is dropping into this when your mind is saying no. If you're not going to let off the brakes, commit to a line and drop in, then you definitely should be backing out and taking an alternative route down. If you do go into it not committed, you're going to be all on the brakes, your footwork's going to be all over the place. You might even snowball to the bottom. You definitely don't want to be doing that. So there you go, that's all the common mistakes that I've seen riders doing on steep chutes. I hope it doesn't happen to you with all these tips from today's video. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed today's video, subscribe to EMBN by clicking the logo in the middle of the screen. If you want to see more mistakes, check out drop-off mistakes video. That one's down here. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Drop us comments in the box below, and we'll see you in the next one.